Frederik Andersen, I mean, this was a big trade for Lou Lamoriello, and I had just signed on to be the assistant coach with Bruce in Minnesota. We were in Buffalo at the trade. At the draft, and Lou Lamoriello met us both in the lobby. We talked, and Lou was a little nervous about the trade. He's like, Bruce, how'd I do? He goes, don't worry. He's legit. He's a #1 goalie. You got a good one. And, the GMs, they want to know, and he was really happy to hear what Bruce said. And for me, this guy here, he gives this team confidence.
Yep.
I mean, this team plays loose. They have offensive guys. Babcock lets the Marners, the Matthews, the Nylanders play the game. But I'll tell you, the guy that makes the timely saves is that guy right there. His game's outstanding, and he gives this team confidence that they can actually gamble a little bit, play a little risky, play open, play offensively. Because when you got Andersen in the net, like I said, he very rarely lets in a bad goal. He's there making the timely saves all the time. This guy's outstanding.
Career high 5th shutout of the season for Freddie Andersen, a Pepsi Zero Sugar shutout. And as we look at the landscape, I think back to Mike Babcock's first day on the job at his introductory press conference. He said, we're going to protect our players because people talked about how tough it is to play in that market. He's flourishing. Goalies, a lot of pressure. It can be challenging. His numbers over his last 6 games are virtually spotless. How do you explain it?
Well, he's grown into the role there because if you remember, his first 6 weeks as a starter in Toronto were not good.
Rough.
And he was adjusting to a new team, a new coach, new city, new country, all those different things.
No Gibson there.
And maybe no backup, nobody pushing him, no 1A, 1B thing. And there's a lot of question marks in Toronto like, what exactly do we get in this goaltender? Because it doesn't appear that he's maybe ready to be the #1 in Toronto. But from that moment on, he's been great. He plays with confidence. He gives them a chance. And he doesn't, what he's got also, and maybe not every goalie has this, he's got the right attitude to play for that kind of team. So his goals against is not always going to be great. His save percentage actually gets up there because they give up a lot of shots. But, he doesn't get that upset when there's breakdowns and he gives up the 3rd goal of a game because he knows he might win because they can score 4. Not every goalie has that mentality. He does. He's got the right attitude to go with the team in front of him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Timely saves.
Think about Grant Fuhr back in the 80s. He may give up 5, but his team will score 6, and that works out well for everybody.